Imagine being locked up by your local police department for posting a photo to social media for something you did on vacation in another country. What type of photo? You legally shooting a firearm. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it happened. And this is the perfect shirt for today. Death to tyrants. Want one of these? I'll have it linked down below. TriStar Trading. What's up, Liberty lovers? I'm your host, Jared, and this is Guns and Gadgets, where we praise the red, white, and blue, the Second Amendment, and the right to keep and bear arms. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and buckle up, because today we've got a story out of the United Kingdom that should set off alarm bells for every freedom-loving American. Why? Because the anti-American anti-gunners want this progressive movement, this incident, to take hold and take place here in America. Let's talk about it. An ordinary IT consultant was vacationing here in the United States, in Florida, of all states, legally handling a firearm. He posts his photo to LinkedIn. The result? Arrested, charged, and months-long nightmare. A months-long nightmare. And it shows just how fragile gun rights can be if you don't defend them, even when you're thousands of miles away. Stick around because I'm going to dive deep into this, guys and gals. You're watching Guns and Gadgets. Let's break down the facts step by step. A 50-year-old British IT consultant, John Richelieu-Booth, was on holiday, on vacation as we call it here in the US, and he was in Florida. While there, he decided to take part in the fabric of America. He legally handled a shotgun on private property with friends. According to the reports, the photo was taken lawfully under U.S. gun laws. No laws were violated at all. On August 13th this year, he posted a picture of himself holding that shotgun on his LinkedIn profile, along with a non-threatening post about his day and work activities. Not long after returning to the United Kingdom, he was visited by police officers from the cowardly West Yorkshire Police Department. The message they sent and they gave to him was to be careful what you say online. You need to understand how it makes people feel. How it makes people feel? Who cares? My videos piss people off every single day. Some of them even work for the government. I don't care. But America is different than the UK. On August 24th of this year, just over a week after posting, the police returned to him in his home around 10 p.m. They arrested him, took him into custody, and seized his electronics, and held him overnight. He was initially accused under a bail document of possession of a firearm with intent to cause fear of violence, and stalking, which was related to a separate photo of a house that he had online. They held him overnight before they even interviewed him. Possession of a firearm in a different country. Oh boy, we're going to dig into this one. Over the following weeks, he maintained his innocence. He offered proof that the photo was taken in the United States of America in Florida, but the UK authorities declined to review that proof. The original firearms and stalking charges were eventually dropped, but police came back to his property 3 more times to harass him. In October of this year, last month, well, now it's December 1st, so a little over a month ago, he was rearrested for allegedly breaching bail conditions. That charge was also dropped. Then, prosecutors tried a public order offense charge, accusing him of posting material intended to cause harassment, alarm, or distress. And even that charge was dropped. All told, he describes his ordeal as 13 weeks of hell. He says he lost his livelihood as well because he was unable to work as a self-employed IT contractor because the coward police, the tyrants, confiscated his phone and his computer the first time they came and locked him up. He now is considering legal action against the police for massive overreach. For you and me, everyday U.S. liberty-loving American gun owners, this isn't just a weird UK police story. It's a canary in the coal mine issue, and here's why. What's fully legal and acceptable here, legally possessing a firearm, even posing for a photo, has been criminalized in other countries. The consultant did nothing violent, nothing threatening, nothing unlawful while here in Florida. Yet, the moment the photo surfaced in the United Kingdom, he was treated like a criminal for a picture taken of him in another country. One where the UK police has no jurisdiction or authority because we whooped their asses during the American Revolution. Remember during COVID when that one police chief said that he would try to lock up Americans for criticizing the UK police online? Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, come get some. Now, this man's arrest didn't spring from a crime committed. It was only a social media post. The anti-gunners want that here for us. Guys, imagine posting your range sessions or hunting photos or your AR-15 builds and then being arrested and charged. Now, the police didn't just threaten this man. They confiscated his tools of trade, his phone, his computer, everything. Massive damage for a self-employed person relying on digital work. Yes, the charges were dropped, yet the damage was done. Lawful behavior resulted in civil liability violations. The harassment was disgusting, and the financial ruin for potentially hurting some sensitive Sally ass's feelings because they might be offended if they happen to come across his photo online. As gun owners, especially ones who might want to share our lifestyles or experiences, this is a big red flag. Like I said, they want that here. Patriots, you already know supporting the Second Amendment means supporting the companies that stand with us. That's why I drink Blackout coffee. This year, same one. I just had this one. This year alone, Blackout Coffee has donated over $150,000 to organizations fighting every single day to defend our right to keep and bear arms so that we don't end up arrested like that UK guy for posting pictures. It's not talk, it's action. And right now, our Cyber Monday sale has officially begun. Buy 2, get 1 free on all coffee, cocoa, and tea. And it excludes 5-pound bags, just so you're aware. So if you want coffee roasted right here in America, in Florida, where this guy came to take part in freedom by patriots who love this country and who put our money where our mouth is, head on over to blackoutcoffee.com/GNG and stock up today. Won't last long. Buy 2, get 1 free, Cyber Monday. All right, guys, support the companies that support our rights. It's imperative. It's imperative. And fuel your freedom with Blackout Coffee. Now let's zoom out here. The impact is bigger than just this one unlucky Brit. The UK is known for strict gun culture and cultural hostility towards firearms. And now, freedom of speech. And this case highlights how drastically firearm culture and legal treatment differs from the United States. In America, you're protected by the Second Amendment. In the UK, even holding a gun on foreign soil and showing it on social media can result in arrest. Here, in the United States of America, the Second Amendment doesn't just stand beside the First, it protects it. Our founders understood that freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and the right to assemble mean absolutely nothing if the people are powerless to defend themselves and those freedoms against tyranny. The First Amendment is the voice of a free nation. But the Second Amendment is the teeth behind that voice. Every authoritarian regime in history has known the formula. Disarm the people, then silence them. But in America, the ultimate safeguard against censorship, coercion, and government overreach is an armed citizenry that the government cannot simply bulldoze into submission. The Second Amendment is not about hunting or sport. It is the constitutional backbone that ensures every other right remains untouchable. Without it, the First Amendment becomes a polite suggestion. With it, the Bill of Rights remains a promise backed by the power of the people. Imagine pressure mounting in the United States for similar restrictions, not on ownership, but on public display or celebration of gun culture. Don't post that shotgun selfie, it might scare people. Not on our watch. As someone who runs a Second Amendment-centered channel here's what I think. This case is insane. A man doing something lawful in the United States, posing for a photo with a legal gun, gets arrested back home under vague public order laws. That's not regulation, that's intimidation, that's tyranny. It shows that gun rights are fragile, not just legally, but socially. Even the law, if it protects you, is under scrutiny. If public sentiment shifts, or if local media or social media gets flagged, you can get dragged into court. I mean, freedom has never been something Americans inherited effortlessly. It's something that every generation has had to defend, preserve, and pass on. Our rights are not lost all at once. They're chipped away slowly, quietly, under the guise of safety, progress, or common sense, just like they did in the United Kingdom and in Canada. The enemies of liberty don't always wear red coats or fly foreign flags. Sometimes they wear really nice suits, they write good memos, and speak in polished press conferences. The First Amendment is weakened when we allow censorship to masquerade as misinformation control. They tried that during COVID. And the Second Amendment is weakened when we allow restrictions to be framed as common sense regulations. Vigilance means recognizing that every small infringement, every new regulation, and every attempt to shame or criminalize lawful citizens for exercising their rights is part of a larger effort to erode the foundations that keep us free. But vigilance isn't just resistance, it's action. It's Americans educating themselves, their family, their children, speaking boldly, voting intelligently, showing up at council meetings, supporting advocacy groups, teaching your children the meaning of liberty, and refusing to apologize for the freedoms that have defined this nation for 250 years. The founders warned us that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance, not occasional attention. If we want to remain a free people, we must stand guard over both the First and the Second Amendment, as if the future of the Republic depends on it, because it does. Every time Americans push back, speak out, and refuse to yield an inch on their rights, we honor the sacrifices of those who came before us and ensure that future generations inherit a nation still worthy of being called the land of the free. If you value what we do here at Guns and Gadgets, standing up for the right to keep and bear arms, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share the video with at least one liberty-minded friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, stay vigilant, stay armed, and stay free. God bless you, God bless America, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.